Greetings, everyone. I really have to think long and hard about this video. This series is supposed to be wrapping up, and this is supposed to really be the last one in the series. But I'm telling you, it's like the people are clamoring for these types of videos. There are two types of persons or individuals who want this type of video. One, those who love hostility but pretend like they love peace. So they will go to channels that they think is opposing someone they support, and they bring the hostility because they want more of it. They get very excited with the negativity, but they pretend that they don't want it. And then there are others who want to come and share their views freely without having to fear someone attacking them for their views. And so I'm here for it. Now, if truth be told, I have some careless time on my hand because as I have prepared a group and sent off to go and show what Jenny possess, I'm also preparing for a new influx that's coming in that's not here. So my caseload is lighter than usual. Okay. Having said that, I have a YouTube channel. And so when people come, especially my subscribers, and they said, can you give us your opinion on this? I'm here for it. But there are times when I'm sharing my opinion on a current or trending topic, and I only intended to do one or two videos and it spirals, as is the case with this one. For one, I have done as much videos as I have done in the last week or so because of consenting and dissenting voices. And as I said in the video yesterday, if you try to shut me up, that's the worst thing you could do. Now, let me address Alicia Kim's brother. Honestly, I don't like to disrespect people, especially people I don't know. And in this video, I'm going to do my best not to disrespect you because I think you are inviting it, Brother Chris. And I'm subscribed to your channel, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really watch you a lot because just like my channel, I'm not very entertaining, so the average person wouldn't come every day. Now you're saying, and you're very angry, and you have all right to defend your sister, but if truth be told, you're making it seem like your sister Alicia is a weakling, and she's not. I have never seen a stronger young woman like Alicia. I've never seen someone who puts out dirt to people for them to throw it on her, for her to shake off and stomp up. So stop making it seem like strangers are using the content to level up when you're doing the same thing, Chris. Because listen, you call your own sister's name, and if anything, that is more exploitative than people who don't know her. And you're saying a lot, and this is why you or your family is being attacked, because you're talking about bad mind, you're talking, what does Alicia Kim have? Please tell me, beside her ambition and her drive and her determination to get whatever it is that she wants. A lot of people have the same thing too. So you're making it seem like you're this wealthy family and people are trying to tear it down. Now, let me tell you something. In Indonesia, these politicians' children came out to show how they were enjoying life and enjoying the family's fortunes and eating and living lavish lifestyles, and telling the people, if your people work hard, then you could enjoy this kind of life. And you know what happened? The people's children started protesting because they know that their families work hard too, even harder than these individuals. And so as the children started, of these parents that these children are alleging are pretty much lazy and won't work hard, they started protesting. And of course, as with every regime that's tyrannical, they came out and they boom 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 bam bam, and 19 young lives were lost. But you know what happened? It stirred, because every human being has this thing. If you think that anybody is weak and frail, put them to the point where they're threatened and they'll come to attack you. Okay? And so they rolled up or wind up or gathered up all the people they perceived to be the problem. Some of them were stripped naked, flogged. I'm talking about powerful people got taken down by the masses. Okay? So, Chris, when you're coming out, laba laba in your mouth, you know, and acting like a big girl, please understand that, be careful what you're saying. Because the very people who are making content on your sister is causing her to grow. Now, if Beyonce or any of these huge, beautiful celebrities were to come out to address people who are talking things about them, and most of the time is foolishness. That's why people have to be saying alleged. You notice I don't talk about allegedly and alleged, because I only speak on what is shared with me on the platform, on this World Wide Web. When these individuals open their mouth and say things, I speak on that. And if there's anything that I don't know that they don't speak on, I ask questions. Is it possible for this or that to happen? Now, if we're going to look at the trending story, and according to you, Chris, you know, you're just riding on your sister's coattail. Your problem is, and this is where I see you are ungrateful, and I will never stop saying it, you're ungrateful, and you come across as a user. You care zero about anyone who you climb on their tail, on their backs, on their shoulder, on their head. You stand firm even as they're wobbling beneath the load. You give zero about it. You're a man. You got a woman. And if your woman is supposedly, allegedly unkind to you, you would want people to defend you. You would. But no. Get off my sister. I bet you were not telling Boo to get off your sister. You weren't. You came on social media in the storm, in the heat, when people were speculating, and you opened your mouth and said that everything was okay with them. You're a liar, because the young lady said she was talking to you and your mother when she was going through her difficult times. But you still came out because her papers were threatened. Come on, let's keep it real. And for all of you people who come out here to talk about, oh, you know, Kim was in Jamaica and she was living a great life. Stop it. When you are a person who aspire for a greater life, Jamaica can't hold you. And if there's a way or an opportunity for you to go, you're going to go. And some people will do it any means necessary. So stop it. Stop talking about Alicia. Alicia never rich. Alicia was ambitious. Sometimes that's all you need to gain wealth, to have the drive and the ambition. So when you come out here, Chris, and you're acting like her defender, it's not working. It's not. It seems forced. It seems like, I believe that you are really angry, because you're like, just let it be. You don't want this wound to open up. And when people respond that type of way, there's truth. And the truth is coming too close to the hammer. There's nothing this young girl has that I would want. Absolutely nothing. Not even her youth. Not even her beauty. Because she's a beautiful girl. But Beyonce is also more beautiful and more wealthy. And she cannot escape from the criticism and the allegations and all of that. Get over yourself. Now, if you truly love your sister. What you're going to do is to continue to support her, and you're going to continue to make videos that show her in a positive light. You don't attack people who are negative, because what you're doing, you send your energy to that person and you fuel them. But if you want to show that you love your sister and it's all about her, then you're going to make content talking about her strengths, talking about her beauty, talking about, her ambition, talking about what it was like growing up and the things that she's done to inspire you. That's how you support somebody. Not going up against people who don't give two ish about you and will not even listen to you except scroll past or just delete or just say to YouTube, do not recommend. And for the individuals who come here, please understand, I'm going to send another video showing you how YouTube comes in the algorithm and say, do more of this video, or I like this, or this is nice, this is going well. So you coming out and you need to put on a diaper, because at this point it seems like you're about to become incontinent with all of this uproar. For the ones who are saying, oh, she's pregnant, Alicia Kim is not the only person who ever breeds. She's not fragile. She breeds. She had a very healthy pregnancy. And during her pregnancy, she had no problems coming out here and playing games. She played games last week, putting a title that was a clickbait and fixing it in such a way that, people could be emotionally attached to her, pretending to cry, pretending to be scared. Or maybe she was, I don't know. You individuals keep throwing stones and hiding your hands. And for the person who said to me that, you said things about Boo, absolutely. But I only did because of what Alicia said to me or said to us on the social media. And a lot of questions that I was asking, are assumptions I was making, which is, it goes to show you, do not make any assumptions about people. It doesn't matter what they tell you. You can only speculate based on what they're saying. And if we are going to tell the truth, we are biased. As women, we can be extremely biased. I'm going to say this. These men that you see out here running around like some psychopath, doing some terrible things. If someone had allowed them to speak their mind, if someone had taken them somewhere and said, sit down, talk to me about how you feel. But in Jamaica, when a man opens his mouth to speak, or he's a sissy, if he shows any emotion, this is why some of you women, and some of you women are from the old school, I could name some names that you can tell your age because of those names. You are the ones who buff your son, who silenced them, who told them they were not going to become anything, who told them that they're sissy, who beat them because they fell down and scratched their knee. Open wound. And instead of you treating it and loving the kid because it's a boy, you tell him, shut up. These are the ones who grow up and make so much problem in the world. These are the type of men that grow up and get involved in women's lives and destroy them because of women like you who don't allow them or give them the agency to speak. I'm saying this outcome of the situation could have been tragic, but no, you're busy thinking about, who you can play and who you can support in their play, realizing that these are human lives we're talking about. And if you are someone who has been on the other side of the coin, because we can defend a woman because we are a woman. And I really don't go around feeling sorry for men because they do a lot. They do too much sometimes. But I can support a woman and still give a man the opportunity to speak his mind, have the opportunity to explain his side of the story, right? So, Chris, coming out here and acting like you are diva, yelling and screaming is not doing anything except make me want to make some disrespectful videos, to be honest with you. I'm just trying not to give into that kind of energy. You are also using your sister's name under the guise that you're defending her. She doesn't need you to defend her in the public sphere. Because it's not working. You're only making people do more videos. You're just upsetting people and making them say, oh, okay, so you don't want us to talk because this was a plan. No, even if it wasn't, every time your sister and yourself and your mom and your family members get together in the United States of America, you're always going to be getting a side eye because you never came out to say, let her tell her story, let her man tell their story. You, just like you came out when she was still waiting to get her papers and say they're good, everything is all right, to take off the bees and the barks and the bites. You can come out and also say these two people were married, let them work it out, and we wish them all the best. I wish him the best, and the best is coming from my sister. So for future, those of you who plan to come and run off your mouth and say all that you're gonna say, like, do you not realize how much you're supporting my channel? Because if people come after me, and they do all the time, and they will in the future, and I see people who claim that they like me under their videos going off and typing out and whatever, I'm blocking you from my channel, because that means you don't like me. Because if you find yourself running around like a busybody, going under people's videos to defend me. Listen, I'm a defender and a prosecutor. I can defend myself. Nobody knows how to defend themselves better than me, let me tell you. So if you love Alicia, turn over our channel and big her up, like and comment and share and subscribe, and if you have her personal information, to reach out to her and big her up and wish her all the best and send her that love and that energy and that vibration, and leave other people alone. Okay, because guess what, all the videos that I've made on Alyssa Kim, I don't think I made $20 out of all of those videos. You love to think that people are on social media making a lot of money and think that's not so. This is not a business for me. I got 2 businesses, and that's what pays my bills and allow me to continue with my investments and my portfolio. Yes, my daughter actually is an investment banker, and she also teaches at the bank. Teach not just the people who come to the bank, but teach the people at the bank how to manage their portfolio, how to deal with programming, and so on and so forth. Okay, not everybody out here is hungry. You're rude and out of order, Chris. You're very rude and disrespectful. Your daughter and your sister and all Uno did hungry at one point. Uno still hungry, because in general, when we pursue life and these opportunities, we're all hungry. We all should be hungry. So stop talking about hungry, because I'm sure you understand what hunger feels like. I hate when Jamaicans say that, because enough of Uno still hungry. Listen, if YouTube do like this and blink twice, you drop off. And the best thing for your sister is that she have an education, so she could fall back on that. Okay? This is her bread and butter at the moment. This is what she chooses, and it is, some people would say things about it, but I won't. It's still a job, and it takes skills and effort. And why should you go kill yourself to work for other people 9 to 5 and you're still no better off, when some people can actually do this and make good money? And we support those ones, and we're happy for them. Not everybody is a hater because they tell the truth, or because they are allowing themselves to argue. In any debate, there has to be an opposing argument. There have to be someone coming to say, okay, this is a position I hold, and bring that intelligently. So stop the nonsense, Chris. Because if anybody is using her, so are you. And what you're doing is only making people dislike her even more. The truth is, some of the backlash that your sister is getting is her own doing. Some of it backfired, and she's not the only one. Many of the YouTube people come out here and post dirt on their own name because they know people will be talking about them and people will be coming over. They do that, and they don't care. Your sister doesn't care about all of that. When she gives birth, and I think in the future, she's going to come out here and put more dirt. She's going to put more dirt on her own name because she recognizes the negative energy that it attracts, and she loves it. All right? This is just part one. I'm not talking to you again, Chris. I'm done with you. I always segue out of these topics to talk about real life situations and to address people who are sometimes very lonely and need the attention. Stay blessed, everyone.